Welcome back. This is game 3 between NightEnd and EmpireKas. And we can see that EmpireKas is spawning as the yellow Terran here in the upper right corner. And that NightEnd is spawning in the upper left corner of Shakura's plateau. We have seen 2 games before this game. And if you haven't seen them, you should look them up in my channel on YouTube or download the replays from Goosey Gamers. And we see the standard opener from both players, I guess. We have a pylon at supply 9 and we have a supply depot at supply 10. Shakura's plateau has 4 spawning locations, the other 2 being the lower left and right corner. And I guess we will soon see someone starting to scout. I think NightEnd was first, so we will follow his probe. We also have 2 Selnaga towers, giving the controller of the tower the ability to watch over a large part of the map. As you could see when we passed by, the Selnaga tower is surrounded by high grass, which blocks the vision. NightEnd is scouting successfully for EmpireKas base and can see that the barracks are being finished. Of course, EmpireKas is training a marine right away to be able to chase away NightEnd's probe. We can also see that EmpireKas is expanding quite early at 3 minutes and 15 seconds. So he is focusing on getting a great macro game started. And I guess NightEnd saw that command center being started. Yes, he did. And as a reaction, we can see early Nexus going down for NightEnd. Both players have expanded towards their normal, on their normal natural expansion. We could also see that NightEnd is holding the Selnaga towers. He had one. No, he is holding on the one Selnaga tower for now. What will this stalker be able to do? There's a bunker with 4 marines. No. Getting its shield. Getting its shield somewhat messed up. Not much happening here in this game so far. One more bunker being built. Has this Nexus warped in yet? Yes, it's warping in right now. And we can see the probes coming down to gather more minerals. EmpireKas has lots of SCVs, but I guess he needs even more. Tech lab on this barrack, marine coming up, no, a marauder coming out, and we see that he's building yet another tech lab. There's also barracks with reactor. And here is building an engineering bay, and he is increasing his gas harvesting. An SME that took a short coffee break. 2 zealots being ready to defend this expansion. And we can see a robotics facility and a robotics bay. So I guess we will see Colossi. Probe and Stalker holding the Selnaga towers. Oh, he is salvaging his bunkers. And he is saturating his gas. No, he has placed 4 on this and 2 here. That's a little mistake. I guess he will correct it. Here we have a flying factory. I guess he find no use for it, so he's moving it over to the opponent's base to be able to scout, gather information. Another possibility to gather information is available to NightEnd. He's using observers, and they are invisible, so to be able to shoot them down, EmpireKas has put up 1 turret here. And we have Vikings in the air, a good counter for the Colossi. We have a group of marauders chasing away this probe. Stalker, Zealot, Sentry, and we have a Colossi on its way. Two forges. He's starting to plan for his upgrades. You can see that EmpireKas is already upgrading his weapons. Consecutive shells, and I saw shield being finished. We have this factory which has been dealt some damage, so I guess it was scouting in this area. Here comes the medevac, and I wonder what it will be doing here. Killing off a few probes, 3 I think, and then being chased away by the Colossi. The Terran player holding this Selnaga tower with a marine. And we see him push out. Level 1 armor is being researched. All the other important upgrades. Since he has no Reapers, he will not be using the Nitro packs. That probe got killed instantly. And here comes the drop ship with 4 marauders, healing them up. NightEnd is forced to cancel that expansion. Is he producing any more Marines or Marauders? Yes, he is. Still, there is such a small group here. He must have forgotten it for a short while. And we have a battle. 1 Viking going down. 4 Colossi. They should be able to hold off this bio-ball quite easily. It depends on the size of the bio ball, of course, but so far there's only, well, 22 Marauders and 21 Marines. Is he adding SCVs to the mix? Yes, he is. And we see the Selnaga tower being taken by NightEnd and his Protoss units. Let's see here if there will be an engagement again. We see NightEnd also expanding, making his third expansion. EmpireKas is transforming his third expansion to a planetary fortress, which will help him to hold that position. And they will finish almost the same time. Of course, he can start mining right away, so since the command center was finished. Okay, NightEnd not engaging. He is returning his troops now with 6 Colossi to his natural expansion. Okay, we have quite large armies. EmpireKas is closing in on 200 supply, so he needs to attack now. NightEnd on his side is also close to 200. We see a scan going down, the stalkers blinking forward, being able to destroy a few, maybe one or two, but a few Vikings. The stalkers taking no hits from the Vikings. And I think EmpireKas macro game is lacking. He's not producing right now at all. But of course, his supply had reached 200. Now he can produce again, but that's not good news. He's losing a lot of units, but that also is true for the Protoss player. Both are down to 122, 120, 115, 112. And the few units that are remaining for... Okay, something happened there. I think we should go back and see that again. Was there a drop or something? No, the Vikings went around killing off the Colossi, and therefore the stalkers followed them blinking to their position, and they in turn was followed by these few Marauders and Marines who were left. Okay, we see 7 more Vikings. And of course a few Marines and Marauders. These stalkers moving in towards the command center, which was not able to be transformed into planetary forces and planetary fortress. And of course it's being destroyed. Viking Marauders and Marines, and the Marauders are not that many, but they are able to chase away the stalkers anyway. The Vikings going down to the ground, being able to help out towards these stalkers, but they are being destroyed quite easily. 1 Colossi on the board now. And we see that NightEnd is being able to force the cancel on that command center as well. Medevacs in the air, healing up the units that are left from the fight. And NightEnd is not forcing his way into the base of EmpireKas. He's waiting and reinforcing. This factory is still hanging in the air. EmpireKas is being mined out soon. That is natural before his main base. That's interesting. Okay, so EmpireKas is moving out yet again. He's trying to build a missile turret. Will that be allowed? No. Forced to cancel, or it was destroyed. And he is distant mining. Ooh, this will be horrible. If NightEnd is... yeah, okay, it's attacking the planetary fortress instead. Didn't kill off any SCVs. You can see EmpireKas moving out with his units again. And as we can see in the supply bar here, we have 190 for EmpireKas and 200 by 200 for NightEnd. The destroyed planetary fortress is being replaced. No, it's being replaced by an orbital command. Okay, good surround here if NightEnd moves in. We have a few Archons here now. Stim being used. We see Psystorm. Oh, the Psystorms are devastating, killing off a lot of the Marines, and most of the Marauders. Still, the Vikings are being able to hold off, killing off the Colossus, helping out with the Stalkers. And the few remaining Stalkers are blinking away as a group of Marauders is able to survive. Okay, 23 minutes, we see EmpireKas being able to mine from his third expansion. But expansion-wise, NightEnd, while pushing forward, has been able to create a fourth expansion here and is warping in a nexus for a fifth expansion. Lots of zealots being able to chase and kill off the Marauders here. Charge giving them the possibility to force their way closer to the Marauders. Oh, these Marauders are getting slaughtered. Okay, Stalkers running away again, since reinforcement was able to get there in time. One more Colossi. That robotics facility is producing Colossi all the time, it seems. One Viking checking out if there's an expansion here. And also scouting for the expansions that has been built. Landing on the edge and not sure what he's shooting at, but he's trying to make some damage before he's getting destroyed by the Colossi. 2 dropships, 6 Marauders, 4 Marines, moving west, while the Bioball is being built up. Not that impressive, since he has 125 towards 180. Okay, that NightEnd has a few more probes, I guess, since he has more bases. Oh yeah, 73 probes towards the 43 of EmpireKas. This is not going well for EmpireKas. He's taking out that Nexus and losing one Marauder in the process, but the rest was able to get away. And only one Colossi here to defend. EmpireKas not ready to lose any more units there. And I understand him, he is not on the upper hand right now. Regrouping these units here and healing them before the fight, which is coming up now. 4 Archons, 3 Colossi, several High Templars, Mass Stalkers and Mass Zealots moving in, and EmpireKas leaves the game without saying GG. NightEnd has won with his large army and his expansive strategy. At the end here we can see that he has 5 bases, and that should be compared to EmpireKas 4 bases. Problem for EmpireKas is that he has mined out his main base, he has mined out his natural, and he's almost mined out as his 3rd expansion. Of course, even NightEnd has been able to mine out his bases, his main base, his natural expansion, but he is mining fully from 3 bases, while EmpireKas is mining from 1.5 base. Okay, good game. We should look at game 4 quite soon. Hope to see you there. Bye bye.